And I'm back with another video. Hoo. It's me, Sky, and I am finally kicking off my nail art series for you guys. I know you guys have been waiting for so long for me to start doing nail art again, and I am super rusty. So you could get back on the bike with me and roll, and roll, and roll. I'm goofy. I'm sorry. But to kick off my nail series, I am redoing a video. Remember this video right here? And I did one called a nail acrylic paint for as nail polish. I think that's what it's called, acrylic paint for nail polish. I'll link it below if you want to see that hot mess video. But this is a redo of that video, and this was the outcome. If you guys can see that, it's St. Patrick's theme. Excuse the nail art. The nail art is not in the video. It is just the nail polish. If you guys can see this, this is what I showed you guys how to do the watercolors, how to actually physically paint your nails with acrylic paint. I have worked on the technique completely, what brush to use, and all of it. I worked on it to get it right, get it tight this time so it comes out better than the previous video. So it will look a whole lot better, just in case you want to forego using nail polish and use acrylic paint, because like right now Michael is having a sale. Michael's is having a sale for acrylic paint for 25 cents if you want to try to use acrylic paint instead of nail polish for nail art. So that is what we are going to learn today, and to kick off this new series, my nail art series. And we're going to learn about using acrylic paint for nail art in this series. We're going to do different types of nail arts. We're going to do how to grow out your nails, because I'm in the process of growing out my nails. We're going to learn how to do manicures, because I am a licensed nail technician, but I've been using a lot of stamp and decals, which is a crutch. It's a crutch, people. It's a crutch. Get you lazy when it comes to using brushes and strokes and one stroke, because it has hurt my skills. But regardless of the point, if you want to check out how to actually better use acrylic paint as nail polish, stay tuned to this video, aka the redo. Check it out right now. Peace. For this tutorial, you're going to need 4 colors of acrylic paint, any of your choice, and you're going to also need a base coat or top coat, or you could use your top coat as your base coat, either or, to make your surface smooth. Next you would need is glycerin. This will keep your paint from drying too fast, but it's optional. Next you would need a flat paintbrush about this size to paint onto your nail, your base color, some Q-tips, this white acrylic paint at the base, one of these colors to paint on the watercolors, some non-acetone nail polish remover, some water of course, and then a tray to hold your acrylic paint in. First, apply your base coat or your top coat, whichever one you choose to use, onto your fingernails, and then take your paint brush, of course, your flat one, and then take your base color of choice. I'm choosing white, which most people using nail art start with, and I'm going to just apply that like you would a regular white nail polish, using that um, flat paintbrush, and I'm going to apply that to all of my nails in nice even strokes to avoid as much streakiness as possible. And you have to make sure that there's no lumps in your paint, because if there are lumps in your paint, there will be lumps in your nails. Next, after it dried, and it dries pretty quickly, apply a top coat to each nail, and then let that dry before you move on to the next step. Now add a little water to each nail, before you start this step. And just remember that the more water you add, the more translucent the color will become onto your nail. So what I like to do is just place each color randomly on each nail. So I'm starting off with different color greens, and this is for St. Patrick's Day. It's a St. Patrick's Day theme because I am Irish, so I'm going to represent for my ancestors, me Irish settlers. That's a horrible accent, but you know I had to do it. And so I'm just placing the two lighter greens at opposite ends, and I'm trying to make sure that the two lighter greens aren't as close together because if they were, it would probably more melt into each other, and you probably wouldn't be able to tell one color from the other. I find that happens a lot with acrylic paint, and that's what you have to worry about when you add a lot of water, that the colors would kind of meld into one. So watch how much water you have on the brush. So I like to, after I dip it into the water, wipe off excess water, then dip it into the paint. And then I just marry the two colors together by kind of blending into the colors next to it a little, as you can see me doing right there on the pinky nail. So I know the lighting is kind of off because I did this at night, but see how I'm doing it right there in the ring finger. Make sure that it melds into each other so it looks like more like kind of watercolorish. And I thinned out the green, but um, wanted it still to be more opaque but less army green strong. So those are the tips that I have for you while trying to do this particular technique. But the major technique that I was focusing on was applying the white color as you would apply nail polish, because after all, this is a redo of my last video where I showed you how to use acrylic paint as nail polish, but this is just a bonus where I actually show you how to also do a watercolor or a nail art technique on top of it, which I will show you more different techniques of using acrylic paint um, for nail art in future tutorial videos. Now I'm just using regular water to clean up around the nail with the Q-tip, and I'm just using um, top coat to protect the nail. Otherwise, when you wash your hand, the nail art would just come off of it because it's water based. So it's time for me to go, so I'm gonna be chucking up the deuces. Peace.